For the atheist, is this an accurate statement? An atheist cannot have faith in atheism. One cannot accept atheism like a man accepts an apple or a jacket. It just is. A theist can accept the idea of deities, but an atheist cannot accept it, as atheism is just a lack of belief in deities. Atheism is the default position. Theism introduces the claim that there are deities and must provide evidence to the atheist, since the theist has the burden of proof. When one claims an atheist has faith, it's illogical, as you cannot accept the lack of belief in something. The statement was to show I understand what an atheist is saying here, but here's why individuals can still have faith in it and where it falls. Theism and atheism are binary opposing concepts. For one to reject one means to unknowingly accept the other. If one were to make a claim on theism with I don't know, that person would be agnostic on the choices, but once an individual states they reject theism, they are actively choosing the other. Let's imagine a scenario where someone asks another who would have won the Super Bowl earlier in this year between the Chiefs and Eagles. If they responded with, I reject or I don't think the Eagles will win, they unknowingly chose the Chiefs and vice versa. But if the individual decides to say, I don't know, they are neither rejecting or accepting any team. They are agnostic on it. A lot of individuals seem to be under the impression that one cannot accept it. Theism and atheism are still just beliefs on whether there are deities or not. Just because some individuals define atheism as the lack of, doesn't make it a default position with the theist needing to provide the burden of proof. This would be equivalent to an orphan who never saw their parents rejecting the claim that people have parents, and it makes that the default since it's the lack of, with someone else needing to provide the burden of proof. The default position is irrelevant, and the burden of proof is only needed for the one who starts a claim in a conversation. If an atheist decides to talk to a pastor all of a sudden, saying, I reject your evidence on God, they will have to provide the burden of proof since they started a claim. Their claim is that the pastor's evidence is not convincing or valid. Now, atheism is a claim. It's the rejection on theism. There's a difference between rejecting theism and suspending judgment on it. Once an individual rejects a claim of one of the two possibilities, they chose the other. An individual only has two options: is making a judgment call, rejecting atheism and accepting theism, or accepting atheism and rejecting theism.